Okay, starting off again, I asked Google Gemini and she nailed it, I think. We'll find out in 15 seconds. Okay, we're still recording, so that was it. I tell you what, folks, this AI is absolutely incredible, and this Gemini, and this we're not using the paid version. This is a free version. Let's loop back around and get a picture of that, a still picture of that. We'll be able to use that. We're on our way to exit 58 if we ever get there, up 95. Okay. Hopefully there won't be a wreck on 75. It just fouled up our whole intention of getting border to border on 75. 95. That wreck on 95 the other night just messed up our whole plans of getting border to border video like we did from Tennessee to Florida. I like these roundabouts. I just don't like Buc-ee's being here at this location. Well, I like it and I don't like it because it ruined this exit for me. I mean, I really like this exit. Land's available. Get off of that wallet. South is to the left, north is to the right. We're going to exit 58 Peach World. We are fast filling up everything we've got to store video on. We need 2 6 to 8 terabytes SSDs. Giddy up and go. $375,000. Look, there's the law. Department of Safety, Department of Driver, whatever. We had to let off of this powerful machine to keep from going too fast past him. Got 375,285 miles. Got about 71,000 on the, no, about 75, almost 75,000 on the engine and transmission since the Jasper engine swap, which was a disaster. I hope finally have it squared away. But a long road and a lot of money that we couldn't afford. Darien 8, Savannah 65, we are going to exit 58 unless something messes with us. All our phones are about filled up, so we're using the Osmo Action 5, so we won't get this up until we get it downloaded in from the computer into the computer, edited and uploaded. We're either going to have to download some, and I don't know how much hard drive you there. That's a swamp crane. When we come back down, we'll get pictures of that rascal. Exit 49, we're going to exit 58. Peach World. It is 10:25. If that man is out there with the barbecue, he's getting it ready. We were a little early, about 12 o'clock. But he did have some ribs ready. We got a rib sandwich. Last time was absolutely fabulous. Up here is where we got off the other night, and like I said, traffic was backed up all the way down here, and it was backed up, I guess, 3 or 4 miles on the other side of this exit. We just crawled coming up through here. We've got that video, but we cut it off while we were, sitting. But there again, it's in this. Well, we've got it in another phone camera too, but I don't know that we've got enough memory on the phone camera to actually create the video before we download stuff or delete stuff out. I like this exit too. This old outlet mall up here is really neat. I suspect this is going to end up some kind of housing complex. There's a big lake area over there. We need to meet some locals that like visitor center where you catch a ferry to go out. Peach everything. Famous Georgia Peach World. Here you go, Don Raleigh and Christy McCree Raleigh. Georgia Peach World. Peach cobbler. We may have to buy a pack of peach cobbler. Peach everything. He wants hot peach hot sauce. Maybe some peach salsa. Okay, which direction do we go? There it is, over there to the left. No, I said this will take you right straight through Ludowici if you go left. Go right, just down there about a half mile. It'll hit dead end into US 17, Georgia 25, and go across that. It'll end up Georgia 99. I think I'm telling y'all right about that. Yeah, South 99, so yeah, we're right. Okay, we're going to switch to one of the phones, and is it just that? Where is Peach World? Puddle House. We stayed at this place one time. Where is Peach World? We did. We stayed at this this lodge one night on the way back from the Everglades. It was a nice stop. I mean, a nice evening stay. Got what we paid for it. What we do, we use Expedia, and we look for motels in the area, and it'll usually ask us how much we want to pay, and we'll put $40, and we usually find something for about $50. Of course, it's been a couple of years since we did that. We've been traveling free now for 6 years. We find a place to stay. Where is Peach World? Let's go back the other way. There's another economy lodge. Georgia Peach World. There it is. Okay. The old Waffle House. I thought it'd be a big place. Doesn't even look open, Don Raleigh. Is this place open? It says it's open. Huh. Well, this is not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be big. Okay, let's turn this off.